Hi guys! So today we're doing things a little bit different. I actually totally forgot to film an intro for the video. So what you guys are seeing right now is the final product after the video's over where I just devour what I just made for you guys. Today I'm going to show you how to make vegan chicken and waffles. And the waffles are made out of potatoes. I figured I'd just give you guys some time to ooh and ah over the amazingness here. All right, enough of that. Let's get started. You're going to start with as many potatoes as you would like, because it doesn't really matter if you use 3 potatoes or 15. It's just depending on how many of these potato waffles you want to make. So I'm just going to do 5 of them, and you do however many you want. So you're just going to peel them and then chop them, and then you're going to boil them. And there's just enough water to cover them with a little bit of room over the top, and then just enough water so it's not all the way to the top, because if you've never boiled potatoes before, it will bubble over. So once it starts to boil, kind of turn it down a little bit, and then just boil them until you can poke them with a fork or your utensil of choice, and they are soft. Okay, so now that they're done, I have drained them, and I guess I should have noted that in the water that I boiled them in, it was just water. I didn't add salt or anything else to it. So feel free to do the same. I don't think it needs salt for this recipe, because when they come out like a waffle, you don't really taste the salt. You're going to put ketchup on it anyways, or something else, or you can eat them plain. They are good plain. But if you're adding anything else to them, there's going to be salt in that. So for the sake of cutting back on sodium, just boil them in water. And then I like to add a little bit of this, which is just like a multi-herb seasoning blend. If you go to Trader Joe's, it's, I think, called like 21 Seasoning Salute. This is one that I got at Costco, though. It has a different name. I gave it my own. Or you can leave it out. You don't even have to add anything. And no liquid, nothing like that. You're just going to mash them with whatever means you have. Whether it's a masher like this. I think this is actually a, we bought this initially to mash beans with, which works just fine. But mash it however you can. Use a fork. Whatever. And then you're just going to kind of roughly mash them. Try to get all the potatoes mashed, because when you do put it into the waffle iron, which I guess I should mention, if you don't have a waffle iron, this isn't a recipe for you, because you kind of need a waffle iron to make these. So sorry, but yeah. Okay, moving on. Just mash them, and that's it. Then you're just going to heat your waffle iron and put them in, and I'll show you how to do that. So, mash away. Ooh, but don't drop them. Wasted potatoes are sad, even if it's a little bit. Just be careful. Okay, so waffle iron. While it's heating up, I like to spray mine, just because if you ever sprayed a hot waffle iron, it kind of smokes everywhere. We just use this coconut oil spray from Trader Joe's. It smells like coconut when you spray it, but it doesn't taste like coconut. And you're just using a little bit, just kind of coat the waffle iron and put it back down. Wait till it's done one cycle where it beeps so that you know it's hot, and then we'll put our potatoes in. All right, so it just beeped, so we're going to open it, and we're just going to put potatoes in here. So before, when I first started making these, I'd make sure to spread it all out, make sure it's all nicely spaced and perfectly flat. And then I had a thought that was, when you push down on the waffle iron, it does that for you. So just kind of make a mound, and because every waffle iron is different, you're just going to kind of have to figure out how much to put in on each one. So you're just going to kind of put it down, and this one makes thin little waffles, not like a Belgian waffle, but either way, I just squish it down, and do you see all the steam that's coming out? Just be careful not to burn yourself. But I do make sure to squish it all the way down as far as I can. And if none is squishing out on the ends, then I've done something right. Please don't mind my slightly dirty waffle iron. But then you're just going to wait, and I like to cook it twice. So after the first beep that it says that it's done, carefully lift it up, and I kind of lift up on it and I blow on it on the same time to blow all the steam away, and then kind of release all the steam out of there, even though it does it while it's cooking. Just trust me. And then cook it again, and that'll make them crispy. Okay, so it just beeped, and I'm going to show you guys. See, it's hot, and it's very crispy, but I like mine extra crispy. When you lift them up, they're just not quite, use a fork or something. I don't recommend using your hands, but you can kind of see they're just not quite done. If you want to take them out at this point, you can, but it's a preference thing. Do it twice if you want. If not, it's your food. And I also have my waffle iron all the way over to the highest setting, so I recommend to do that as well. So I'll see you when they're done. Alright, so second beep, it's done. Notice how there wasn't a bunch of steam coming out that time to attack my hand? That's why we let it get all that out the first time. So now you just take a knife, see how they just come out like perfectly. And if you have a cookie sheet, I recommend using it, because if you put it on a plate like this, all the steam from the heat is just going to make them soggy. So I like to cool them down a little bit while I'm making other ones on just a cookie sheet. So super crispy waffle out of potatoes. Alright, I'm going to do the rest of these, and then I'm going to show you guys what you can do with them other than just putting ketchup on them, which is amazing, but we're going to elevate the amazingness just a little. Alright guys, all the waffles are done, and I'm going to show you what you can do with them other than just dunking them in ketchup, which is amazing, but this is just a little bit more amazing. So I've already baked in our toaster oven 4 of these, which are one of our favorite meat substitutes when it comes to like chicken tenders. So 4 of those, some lettuce and some spinach and some ketchup. Very easy, simple ingredients. And all you're going to do is just kind of pile all the greens. And you can use whatever greens you have on hand, obviously, or whatever ones you like. So do what makes you happy, and as much as you want. I like a lot of greens, so I'm just going to kind of pile all these on with a few of these. It's kind of hard to construct because they want to fall off a little bit, but do the best you can. You can kind of smash it down. That's fine too. No harm. Done. Alright, then all you're going to do is, now that you have your lovely little pile, is I like to actually put the ketchup on top of all of it. So you're just going to put another waffle on top. You get this awesome little waffle sandwich with, this plate is kind of small, but obviously use a bigger plate than I did. But it's cute, so. And then just put some ketchup on top and eat. Really easy, really simple, delicious. What appears to be slightly messy, which is fine too. Some of the best foods are messy. And speaking of messy, there's my coffee from earlier. So, done. Quick, simple, easy, guys. Potato waffles. And you can actually keep these in the fridge, and they'll get very flimsy. I don't know. They kind of wilt, so to speak. So you just put them in the toaster oven or the toaster, and they crisp right back up. So you can keep them for about a week in the fridge if they make it that long. Hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share it with a friend, and if you enjoyed this, if you actually make it, let me know what you think.